Well, hello there, adventurers, and welcome to Ant-Mazing Adventures with Mr. No Jr. Are you ready to shrink down to the size of a button and explore a world buzzing with excitement? Today, we're diving headfirst into the incredible universe of ants. Picture this. You see a tiny little ant, right? It looks so small, so dinky. But what if I told you that some ants are so strong that if they were your size, they could lift a car? Yes, a whole car. Isn't that just mind-blowingly cool? Get ready to be amazed because ants are not just strong. They are some of the most fascinating creatures on our big, beautiful planet. We're going on an expedition into their bustling communities and secret lives. So, grab your imaginary magnifying glass, put on your explorer hats, because the world of ants is waiting for us, and it's more exciting than you could ever imagine. Let's get ready to wiggle our antennae and march into the wonderful wild world of ants. It's going to be epic, educational, and most of all, fun. Let the ant adventure begin. All right, future anthropologists, first things first. What exactly is an ant? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, silly. An ant is an insect. And like all insects, they have some special features that make them, well, insects. You've probably seen them marching in lines, busy as can be. But have you ever stopped to really look at one up close? They are like nature's little masterpieces, perfectly designed for their busy lives. Let's take a closer peek at these six-legged wonders and see what they're all about. Every ant has three main body parts: the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. On their head, they have two eyes, mandibles for carrying food, and super important antennae for smelling, touching, and feeling their way around the world. The thorax is the ant's engine room, where all six legs are attached. These legs are super strong and help the ant walk, run, and climb almost anywhere. The abdomen is the largest part of the ant's body, holding important inside parts like its heart and tummy. Some ants even have a stinger at the tip for protection. So there you have it: head, thorax, and abdomen, plus 6 legs and 2 antennae. Now you know the basic blueprint of an ant. They are like tiny, perfectly engineered robots of nature, ready for action. Okay, explorers, now that we know what an ant looks like, let's talk about their incredible, unbelievable, totally awesome superpowers. You heard me right, superpowers. These tiny titans are packed with amazing abilities. An ant can lift things that are 50 times its own weight. Imagine if you could lift something 50 times heavier than you. This super strength helps them carry big pieces of food back to their nest. Another one of their amazing superpowers is teamwork. Ants are the ultimate team players. If a piece of food is too heavy for one ant, they call their friends. Dozens, sometimes hundreds of ants will work together to move enormous things. And if super strength and amazing teamwork weren't enough, ants also have super speed. For their tiny size, ants can move incredibly fast. If an ant were the size of a human, it could run as fast as a racehorse. So with their super strength, fantastic teamwork, and super speed, ants are truly well equipped for survival in their often challenging world. These tiny champions of the natural world are constantly using their incredible abilities to make their way, proving that you don't have to be big to be powerful and amazing. Every ant you see belongs to a big, bustling family called a colony. And just like in our families, everyone in an ant colony has a special role to play. Let's meet the key members of this incredible ant family, shall we? First up, the queen ant. She lays all the eggs. Next, the worker ants. They do everything from finding food to taking care of the queen. And finally, the soldier ants. They protect the colony from danger. What a team. So we've met the ant family, but where do they all live? Well, most ants live together in a home called a colony or a nest. You might have seen an anthill, which is like the tip of an iceberg, because the real magic happens underground. An ant colony is like a super complex, bustling city with tunnels and chambers going deep into the earth or inside logs or trees. Inside this underground city, it's not just a jumble of tunnels. Their nests have different rooms or chambers, each with a special purpose. There are nurseries, where the baby ants, called larvae and pupae, are carefully looked after by the worker ants. There are food storage rooms, like tiny pantries, where they keep the seeds, insects, or sweet nectar they've collected. And of course, there's a special protected chamber deep inside for the queen ant, where she can safely lay her eggs and be cared for. Everything in an ant colony is incredibly organized. Each ant knows its job and does it without needing to be told twice. The worker ants keep the nest clean by carrying out any rubbish or waste. They also make sure the tunnels are clear and in good repair. It's a beautiful example of cooperation and order, with everyone contributing to the well-being of the whole community. These tiny builders create miniature metropolises that are marvels of the natural world, all hidden just beneath our feet. Now here's a really cool question for you. How do ants talk to each other? They don't have little ant-sized cell phones and they don't shout across the tunnels. That would be silly. So, how do they communicate all those important messages? Well, ants have a super secret, super special way of talking. They use smells. That's right, they communicate using chemical scents called pheromones. It's like they have their own invisible language made entirely of different smells. Imagine an ant finds a delicious crumb of cookie that's way too big to carry alone. As it heads back to the nest, it leaves a trail of these special pheromones on the ground. It's like leaving a scented map for its sisters to follow. Other worker ants can smell this trail with their amazing antennae and follow it right to the tasty treat. Different pheromones can mean different things too. One smell might say food this way, while another might scream danger, intruder alert. This chemical communication is incredibly effective and allows thousands, even millions of ants in a colony to coordinate their activities perfectly. If an ant is in trouble, it can release an alarm pheromone, which quickly alerts other ants nearby to come and help or to prepare to defend the nest. They can also use pheromones to recognize their nestmates and tell them apart from ants from other colonies. It's like having a secret password that only members of their family know. This complex system of smells helps keep the colony organized, safe, and running smoothly. Are you ready to meet some of the true celebrities of the ant world? There are over 12,000 different kinds or species of ants on our planet, and each one is unique and fascinating in its own way. First up, let's talk about the feisty fire ants. Woo-wee, these ants pack a punch. They are known for their reddish color and their painful sting, which feels like a tiny fire, hence their name. Fire ants are super tough and build large, dome-shaped mounds, often in sunny, open areas. They are very protective of their nests and will swarm out to attack anything they think is a threat. Next on our list are the amazing leafcutter ants. These guys are the farmers of the ant world. You might see them marching in long lines, each ant carrying a little piece of green leaf above its head, like a tiny green umbrella. But here's a secret. They don't actually eat the leaves. Instead, they take the leaf pieces back to their underground nests and use them to grow a special kind of fungus. And that's what they eat. And finally, let's meet the nomadic adventurers of the ant kingdom, the army ants. Unlike most ants that build permanent nests, army ants are always on the move. They travel in huge, dense columns, sometimes with hundreds of thousands or even millions of ants marching together. As they march, they hunt for other insects and small animals in their path. When they stop for the night, they create temporary nests out of their own bodies, linking together to protect the queen and the young. They are the ultimate explorers, constantly seeking new territories and food sources. Truly a sight to behold. Wow! We've learned so much about our tiny ant friends already. They are truly remarkable creatures, full of surprises. But wait, there's more! It's time for some super speedy, super fun ant-astic facts that will make you say, "No way!" Did you know that ants don't have lungs like we do? Instead, they breathe through tiny little holes all over their bodies called spiracles. Oxygen goes in, and carbon dioxide comes out, all through these little openings. Some queen ants can live for a super long time. While most worker ants might only live for a few weeks or months, a queen ant can live for many years, sometimes even up to 15 or 20 years. And get this, ants are ancient. They were crawling around on Earth way back when the dinosaurs roamed the planet. That means ants have been around for over 100 million years. All right, super ant explorers, are you ready to test your newfound knowledge? It's quiz time. Let's see how much you remember about these amazing insects. Don't worry, it's just for fun. Question 1. How many legs does an ant have? A. 4 legs like a doggy. B. 6 legs because it's an insect. C. 8 legs like a spidey. The answer is B. 6 legs. Fantastic. Question 2. What is the queen ant's most important job in the colony? A. Going out to find yummy snacks for everyone. B. Laying lots and lots of eggs to grow the family. C. Building all the tunnels in the ant city. The answer is B. Laying lots and lots of eggs. Question 3. How do ants mostly talk to each other? A. By shouting really loudly. B. By using special smells called pheromones. C. By waving tiny little flags. The answer is B. By using special smells. You guys are ant-astic. Wow! We've learned so much about our tiny ant friends already. They are truly remarkable creatures, full of surprises. But wait, there's more! So after all our ant-mazing adventures and discoveries, what's the big takeaway? We've learned that ants are strong, they work as a team, they build incredible cities, and they have super cool ways to talk to each other. Ants are actually incredibly important little creatures, and they play a huge role in keeping our natural world healthy and happy. They might be small, but their impact on the environment is absolutely gigantic. One of the most important jobs ants do is help keep our soil healthy. As they dig their tunnels and build their nests, they move soil around. This process is called aeration, and it's super helpful because it allows air and water to get down to the roots of plants. Ants are also nature's little cleanup crew. They eat all sorts of things, including dead insects, small dead animals, and other bits of organic waste. By eating these things, they help to break them down and recycle nutrients back into the soil. Furthermore, ants play a role in helping plants spread their seeds. Some ants collect seeds and carry them back towards their nests. Sometimes they might lose a seed along the way, or they might store some seeds that then sprout and grow into new plants. So the next time you see an ant, take a moment to appreciate all the amazing things it does. They are tiny heroes, working hard to keep our world wonderful and balanced. Let's always be kind to our ant friends and remember how important they truly are.